for units responding to 464 Throckmorton. Two-vehicle accident, one's a rollover. The subject that's stuck in the vehicle is a white Toyota.
The bottom line is a lot of guys will never accept us. You know, that it's just a boys club and they don't want us here. I think it's changed a lot in the last 20 years. But there is a certain aspect whenever you go into a field that's highly physical like this, I think that there is a prejudice against women.
I had a little boy come into the fire station once to look around the rigs, and his mom said, "She's a firefighter," and he said, "No, she's not," and was arguing with me because he didn't believe that I was actually a firefighter.
I did sometimes feel a little bit out of the loop in terms of feeling maybe not as included as maybe others. And I still feel like sometimes I like operating in a fishbowl, like everyone's always watching what I'm doing.
It would be great if, like, in the next 30 years, nobody thinks twice about just seeing a woman on the fire engine. We still get people that come up to me and go, "Oh, you work for the fire department? Oh, what do you do?" "I'm a firefighter." You don't work in the office?" "No, I'm a firefighter, really." I think San Francisco probably has the most women across the nation because there was a consent decree that came. That was a court-ordered mandate that said you have to have certain numbers, and they wanted the percentages of women, minorities, so that we were a representation of the city.
When I first entered the department in 1990, there were very few women in the department. I was, I believe, the 10th woman hired, so it was a very new phenomenon. Very rarely did you see another woman working in the field of firefighting. So first few years were interesting. It was an adjustment, I think, both for the women coming into the department as well as for the men who had been previously only working with men. But a lot of change has obviously taken place over the last 28 years. The San Francisco Fire Department has really moved forward as it relates to diversity in gender. It was a predominantly white male department prior to the late 80s, and we're really proud that we now have a department that truly reflects the community that we're serving. Our workplace reflects our community.
When I first came in, none of those men had come in with women except for the 5 classes ahead of me. So I think it is becoming more normal for everyone in the department because they've worked with women, they came in with women, they trained with women, they know that we can do the job. There's over 250 women, I think, in San Francisco. There's other departments that are bigger than us, but they don't have the numbers of women that we have.
San Francisco is known for kind of being outside of the box, you know? We're not your average place, and people come here because they're, you know, not fitting in other aspects. So, you know, it's kind of cool that our fire department would reflect the community that it serves.
Firefighters are a lot like being on a team. Everyone brings a strength to the team. And it's important to have a blended team of people. Depending on the nature of the emergency, sometimes women bring different attributes than men.
Females have a better aptitude for driving fire equipment and just a special awareness required to negotiate narrow streets with large equipment. Female firefighters also tend to have a much higher degree of connection with many of our patients that we serve.
I remember one fire in particular where we were all lying in the stairwell waiting for the person up front to get the door broken into. And we waited and waited, and the stairwell was filling up with smoke, and he was wailing on this door with an axe. I was like, "Take my Chicago door opener." Because as a woman, that's the first thing I would have done. Like, I might not be quite as strong, but it's not all about strength.
A lot of it is just showing people that they can do it, that this is something that's achievable for them, because I do believe that socially and culturally there's a lot of blocks to females getting more involved in things like the fire service.
I do think that there are some people that still have the opinion that men are going to be more superior as firefighters, maybe because they grew up accustomed to that. But I think because we have one of the most diverse departments in the country, we have 16% women, about 250 of our 1,600 members are women in uniform. I think we break those barriers pretty regularly because when a young girl or a young boy see someone that might look like them, they say, you know, that's something I could do someday.
It becomes a possibility because you meet somebody, you see somebody, it's real. I think that in itself is an agent of change.
By virtue of how we look as a department is on a daily basis breaking down those barriers.
It's fun to be at this end and to almost be done and to see how many women we have here and how much they're thriving, and we've got some amazing women right now. They're strong, they're athletic, they're active, they're taking classes, they're interested in the job, they're learning things.
Hold to the right, hold to the right.